Hey, what's up, IVC Youth? It's Dino checking in. Happy Wednesday. Oh, you can see Colt's nose. Sorry. Hey, always wants attention. We're just on our back porch in Hoover, feeding some birds, watching some birds, having lunch, just appreciating all that God has done for us. Just want to let you know that you're on our hearts. We're thinking about you and your family. Special shout out to Mr. Chris and Miss Brandy. It was their anniversary yesterday, so happy anniversary. And my kids actually showed me this trick. I don't know if you've ever done it. First, I thought it was magic. And then I thought it was impossible. It's neither. It's very possible. But you take a Ziploc bag of water and 3 pencils. You can actually puncture all the way through, run the pencils all the way through without it leaking. And Isaiah's going to be our little guinea pig. Are you ready? Okay, where's my, oh, here are my pencils. All right. You sure? You trust me?
Yes.
Yeah, you got a giant piece of gum in your mouth. Any last words?
No.
No? Okay,
No.
Here we go. First one. Look at that. Whoa. We're gonna do the second one. No leaks. Third one, Isaiah. Get ready. You ready? Where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna?
Bag.
Hey! But then I smash it. Get out of here. I bet you're gonna want me to clean that up, huh?
Yeah.
So that's something cool you might want to try. If you're really brave and trusting, you could have someone do it over your head like I did with Isaiah, but I'm sure he's gonna find, there's like water balloons everywhere. He'll find me somewhere. But that's got me thinking about how we trust God. Trusting God even when things seem really impossible. What does it really mean to trust? Who can you depend on? Proverbs 3 verses 5 and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he shall direct your path." I got to be honest, the first part of my life I was good with verse 5, but then in verse 6 it says, "All your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path." I don't know if it's a guy thing or if it's being an American. Sometimes it's so hard to give someone else that trust to really hand it over to God because, listen, for the most part, our lives are pretty good if you think about it, compared to most other countries and most other situations and in situations that are going on right now in the world. We have it pretty good, and so when things are great, it's easy to trust God. But when you have crisis, when there's chaos, when there's confrontation, that's where we really need to depend on him and less on ourselves. There was one time Miss Angie and I were living in South Carolina, and she had to move back to Minnesota. It was the right thing to do. We just knew that it was God's plan for us. I wanted to take that situation and handle it myself, and that wasn't the right decision. I can't tell you how many times God has just shown me over and over in my life that he is faithful, that he is true, and that he's not going to burn you. People are going to let you down, no matter, eventually, friends, family, yourself, and you're going to let people down. God won't, and he's shown that time and time again. David says in Psalm 40 verse 1, "I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined to me, and he heard my cry." I love David because, like, in the beginning of a lot of Psalms, he starts off so angry. He's like out for blood and vengeance, but as the story and as the Psalms go, like, his heart softens and he finds that special time with God, and he comes to say, "I'm waiting patiently, Lord. I'm on your timetable. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to take the move." So, controlling the things that we have control over and letting everything else go. We can't control what's happening in the world. We can't control viruses. We can't control people being furloughed or losing their jobs. We can't control any of these things. We can control our words and our actions, our attitude. We control how much we trust God. Trusting God is the only path to life. And you see this all over the Bible of people being faithful. And also people like Elijah, like Moses, that have made mistakes, time and time again, fallen short, gotten themselves back up. The only person that has truly done this is Jesus. Jesus trusted his Father, even to his death, through his work on the cross, his resurrection, his ascension into heaven. He poured his life and his spirit into us. Like I've said, the world is going to break your trust. It's going to break your heart. Promises. Our lives are damaged because we live in a fallen world. The only thing that's unchangeable and unshakable is Jesus. He is worthy of all our trust. Only... Sorry, Bella's holding a baby. Jesus has made the path straight for us to be able to trust him with our salvation. Okay, only through Jesus, God gives us wisdom and healing and love for this world. There's a song that I will not stop listening to. Every morning I wake up, I have my 18 to 19 cups of coffee. I sometimes come onto the back porch, listen to the birds, just have quiet time with God. And this song has just been on my heart. It's by Matthew West. It's called The God Who Stays. Man, I'll tell you what, if you ever been, like we've talked about, being burned by someone, being let down by people, being taken advantage of, feeling like you're in the right and they're in the wrong, and that situation has not been rectified or taken care of, this song is for you, okay? Because it talks about God being the opposite of all those things. It says, you're the God who stays. You're the God who stays. You're the one that runs in my direction when the whole world walks away. You're the God who stands with wide open arms, and you tell me nothing I've ever done can separate my heart from the God who stays. My shame can't separate. My guilt, my past cannot separate. I'm yours forever. My sin, my scars, my failure cannot separate. I'm yours forever. How powerful. I'm telling you what, that song just gets to me every single time because it has to be a constant reminder. Yeah, we live in a fallen and a sinful world, and we're going to fall and make mistakes every single day. But where we put our trust, it shouldn't be in the things that we have and the things that we can do. It should be in where our weaknesses are, and that's where Jesus comes in. And that's where he really shines. He can do so much in us if we would just let our guard down, stop fighting it, and let him take control of our lives. Love you guys. Cody and I are just reaching out, Miss Angie, just to let you know how much we're thinking of you. Really